Welcome to the Swapcast.
42.
Episode 42! Yay!
And
This episode
is brought to you by Block Brothers Custom Cabinets.
Yay!
Block Brothers Custom Cabinets!
Our first sponsor!
Hooray!
Our first real sponsor that isn't Joe's fake sandwiches. This is a real sponsor. We are so thrilled
it's good
to
because
have
we were
them.
running out of sandwiches.
We had no more sandwiches left to pretend. So thank you to Ben from Black Brothers Custom Cabinets for sponsoring this episode of the Strivecast.
How does it make you feel? Have a paid sponsor.
You have a paid sponsor
What's
for the
his last
show.
name?
This is awesome, dude!
It's so
It is
awesome, right?
awesome. It is.
How do you feel?
Really good.
Really good?
right.
Feel special?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very exciting.
I'm the one who feels special.
Everybody
feels
special.
special.
I am too happy too.
So thank you very much, Block Brothers.
Absolutely.
More to come later
yeah,
in the show.
we'll
How about
definitely
that?
be doing some more plugs later on, so can't wait.
We've got a great episode. They
sure
picked
do.
a great one to come on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our guest today is Joan Benoit-Samuelson.
Joan Benoit-Samuelson! Who is she, Pete?
Well, I think you guys know who she is. She's an Olympic gold medalist.
Gold medalist.
Yep. She won the
Runner, right.
first. That's right, a big runner.
Mm-hmm.
She's a marathoner. She's won the Boston Marathon. She won the Chicago Marathon.
Yeah.
She's won.
What year is she did the Boston Marathon?
And she's done it as recently as 2019.
Yeah.
She just did it.
Yeah.
And only like 30 minutes off of her time that she
right?
did when she won it 40 years ago. Her
Incredible.
goal was to do it within 40 minutes of what her time was 40 years ago. She did it in about 30 minutes less than. So that's pretty good.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I can hardly
You know
run
how far a
mine.
marathon is?
Wow.
It is
Yeah.
long. Yeah. 26.2 miles.
Can you run a mile?
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You both done the 5K before.
But I have walked it. I haven't run it.
You ran some of it
used to
last
run
year.
I won some of it, but
Yeah.
not the whole thing.
Back when
Yeah.
you were in Strive U, you did a 5K. Both of you.
Yeah.
He did a 5K too?
Both of them.
Wow.
Same one.
Yeah.
Jeff, where'd those running legs go?
I don't know. I don't have those. I don't have those anymore.
The running legs are gone. The walking legs
Well, maybe
are
she
here.
could. Maybe Joan Benoit-Samuelson can give us some tips.
Yeah, give us
when
some
we
running
talk to her in a
tips.
little
Or
bit.
he can give Jeff better, me and Jeff better legs to run.
Okay. Anyway.
So that'll be really exciting. She also, most importantly, it's coming up, timely, Noel, you love events, is that she was the creator of the Beach to Beacon 10K
That's
race
right.
coming up, where Strive has 25 people running
Woo!
for Strive in it.
Shout out to those fundraisers who are running on
Boom.
our behalf. We
Yes.
really appreciate it.
Yes, that's my favorite guy over here, the Pete.
That's right. Pete is one of them. How's training going, Pete?
Training is good. No records going to be set this year, I don't believe, but I think
Well,
our New Year's Eve episode, I said I was going to try to do it in under
Oh, come on,
under
dude.
an hour.
yeah, you
Come
think
on,
you got
dude.
it?
No.
You can do way better than that.
Yeah, you can do it.
59 is
Yeah.
my goal.
Oh,
Perfect.
come on. You can do better than that.
Well,
Thanks, Coach.
You told me last year your goal was to beat the guy who runs in a lighthouse costume.
Yes, he's
Oh, come on, Pete.
kind of a jerk.
You can beat that dude.
There's people that do it juggling. There's people
Yeah.
that do it in jean shorts.
Yeah.
They all beat us.
You got it. You can beat
It's
it.
little
swimsuits,
bit.
right?
You beat the denim
Swimsuits,
cutoff.
some do, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, lots of costumes.
you can do it. Aren't you excited for Pete to run Beach to Beacon?
Oh, yeah.
You want to go cheer him on? We'll have signs.
How many years have you on the beach?
Yeah, you run it a lot, right?
Oof, I think this is going to be 10 or 11 for me.
Wow.
You know, actually, I started running the Beach to Beacon because of Joe Benoit-Samuelson.
Really?
Yeah, when we were the beneficiary, Strive is a beneficiary of the Beach to Beacon, I think in year 10.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked me if I was doing it, and I sort of laughed and said no. And she goes, well, why not? And I said, I'm not a runner. She said, well, why not?
Wow.
And essentially talked me into doing it the next year.
Wow.
And done it ever since. So
Does it get easier each year? No, it is the same.
I think the race stays the same, and I get older, and it gets a little harder. So
Opposite trajectory.
Another race.
What's the other race?
Strive for 5.
Strive for 5.
And
5K.
the main race.
The main marathon?
Yeah.
Or the Old Port half marathon?
No.
There's lots of races in Maine.
The long sleeve shirt Peter gave me from camp. The main
marathon.
marathon.
We were the
Yeah,
beneficiaries
we're
of that
beneficiary
once
as
too,
well.
right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
But Joan Benoit is the sort of brainchild behind, is the brainchild
Yeah.
behind the TD Bank Beach to Beacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a big guest for us, you guys. I'm excited for us to talk to her.
Hey,
Yeah.
it'd be very funny if you could swim in the back bay.
If I could swim in back
Why
there.
would he swim in Back Bay?
There could be sharks in there.
Could be.
I think I'll pass on that.
Why do you want him to swim in Back Bay?
I want to swim it
You want to see him in a swimsuit swimming in the back bay?
in the ocean with the sharks.
Swim in the ocean with the sharks. One athletic thing at a time
Yeah.
for me.
Maybe not that, but it'd be a great idea if you put a shark in the nose.
Oh.
I would punch it right in the nose.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're off the rails here.
Who be?
All of us.
Okay, cool.
Let's pull it in.
Let's rein it in. So we got a big episode today because we have our first sponsor. Shout out to them again, Black Brothers Custom Cabinets.
And foot he has with a shark.
Okay. And big episode because our guest is Joan Benoit-Samuelson. So excited to chat with her.
Great.
Pete, would you like to respond to that, or you're okay?
No, I'm going to let that pass.
Yeah.
But you're lucky you're on the other side of the table, Mr. Thompson.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
well,
was a shot across the bow of my running ability.
Yeah, got this guy on my side.
okay, well, when we come back, we will have Noel read you the bio of Joan Benoit-Samuelson. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and here's Noel with the bio for Joan Benoit-Samuelson.
Mm-hmm. Joan Benoit-Samuelson is Maine's most recognized athlete. She continued to serve as an inspiration for runners around the world and founded the TD Beach to Beacon 10K road race in 1998 to benefit children's charities in Maine today. The TD Beach to Beacon 10K is a must event on the calendars of elite runners around the globe, as well as
recreational
runners throughout New England. Joan ran the same Oceanside Road while growing up in Cape Elizabeth, just setting out on her path to history while a senior at Bowdoin College. Benoit entered the 1979 Boston Marathon as a virtual unknown and won, setting a record for America's women following surgery on her
Achilles
tendons. She again won the Boston Marathon in 1983 in Los Angeles in 1984. The eyes of the world were watching Joan when she won the first ever Women's Olympics marathon. She has remained a dominant figure and a role model in the running world and women's athletes ever since. She lives in Freeport, Maine with her husband Scott. They have 2 children, Abby and
Anders.
Please welcome Joan Benoit-Samuelson.
Yay! Welcome, Joan. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you all.
Awesome. So you want to get started, Noel?
Yep. Can you tell us how you got started? Did you always like running as a kid?
Oh boy. So I started running when I was really in high school. And my sophomore year in high school, I broke my leg skiing, so I missed most of the outdoor season. And then I started to run gradually and kept challenging myself with longer distances at faster paces. So I've been running since high school.
Wow.
Wow. Have you guys been running at all lately? No.
Special Olympics.
Oh, it's Special Olympics. Yeah, okay. That's close.
Jeff's got the next
turn.
one. What?
What made you want to do the marathon?
Well, I guess that is or was the ultimate distance before ultramarathons.
Right.
It's a storied event, and as I said, I started challenging myself with longer and faster distances, and that eventually led to the marathon distance of 26.2 miles.
Wow.
Yeah. I could never.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
No.
What was it like to win the Boston Marathon?
So you're asking me about the Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
It was unexpected, and I guess I didn't realize how many people actually followed the Boston Marathon and watched the Boston Marathon, so that really led to a lot of requests and opportunities, and I just was caught off guard a little bit, but pleasantly surprised and happy to win. I was not the favorite going into the race, so I think everybody was sort of caught off guard as well, and they weren't expecting me to win. There was another woman who they expected to win.
Wow.
So it caught everybody off guard a little bit.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That was probably the last time that anybody was caught off guard when
Yeah.
you won.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Jeff?
Jeff?
You
won.
you won the first Olympic gold medal for the women's marathon. Can you tell us about that?
Well, again, I wasn't the favorite in that event. The late, great Greta Weiss from Norway was the pre-race odds-on favorite.
Wow.
So it's always easier going into an event as the underdog because you don't feel all the pressure of being the favorite.
Right.
And the fact that I wasn't the favorite and the fact that it was in the United States, sort of on my home turf, made it very special. But I think most young children dream of becoming an Olympic or a world champion. So it was sort of like a dream come true as well. So
Yeah, absolutely.
it was a little surreal. I didn't actually believe it was happening at
Oh,
first.
wow. Yeah. No.
Yeah. How did winning an
Olympic?
Olympic gold medal change your life?
Did it change your life at all?
Well, it has changed my life. I am now somewhat of a public figure, so whatever I do in public is viewed by a lot of people. I guess when you make it to Google Alert,
You've made it.
your life changes. But you know, it's led to opportunities I might not have had otherwise. It led to, I think, the support that the TD Beacon 10K has received.
Yeah.
I was lucky that I had a lot of experiences in road racing, so that when I went to People's Heritage Bank, which is now TD Bank North, I had some credibility. And so, you know, what can I say except that running is still very much a part of my life, and I had to speed up my pace this morning to get to this interview.
How far did you go this morning?
I only went 8. I'm debating whether or not to run the Clam Festival tomorrow. It's a 5-miler, and it's
Gonna be real
going
hot.
to be hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty muggy. Wow, 8 miles. I can only dream.
And then next week I'm going to Iowa, where it'll be even hotter, to run a 7-mile race.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh. Wow.
Jeff?
What?
So I still stop around the country and world running.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
That's amazing.
What made you want to start a road race here in Maine?
Here in Maine.
These questions are very good. So I guess really first and foremost was the way of giving back to a community and a sport that had given so much to me over the years. And I wanted the people from where I grew up to be able to experience a world-class road race, because our sport is one of the few sports where you can take the best runners in the world and line them up side by side with everyday runners.
Right. That's amazing.
So it's a way of giving back, and a way of people having an opportunity to think about their own health and wellness and start a sport that is highly accessible and affordable. You don't need to travel to a swimming pool. You don't need to find a tennis court. You don't need to get onto a golf course.
Right.
You don't need a bike to maintain. I mean, anybody can walk and run really almost anywhere in the world.
Yeah. Our co-host Pete here runs it every year, and he actually credits that to you, because you guys had briefly met a couple years ago, and you had said, "Why aren't you running the race, Pete?"
Well, it was almost, I think it was even more than 10 years ago now, when Strive was the beneficiary, and you were a little
I was wondering how long ago it was that Strive was the beneficiary.
Yeah, we were
What
it
year
was the
that?
10th anniversary year when we were the beneficiary. So, and I didn't do it that year, and you kind of said, well, why not? And I wasn't a runner then, and I did it the next year, and I've done it ever since.
That's amazing.
Not well, but I've done
Once
it.
you're a runner, always run it.
Yeah. Is it our turn?
Yep.
Yeah. Here you go.
Did you ever think that the beach to Beacon would be
That's big.
as big as it is now?
No, not at all. And it's grown tentacles in that it's reached out to the community in so many different ways that we never really thought it might. And, that's with the health and wellness component. It's with bringing world-class runners from around the world into the community. They stay with different host families and are exposed to our culture, and we're exposed to their culture. We put a lot of emphasis on our greening certification being here in Maine, where we pride ourselves on our environment, and we were wanting to do the right thing.
Yeah.
We've involved the Maine College of Art with our T-shirt design.
Wow.
We've involved other bands and anthem singers, et cetera, et cetera. So we don't become complacent every year. We try to keep tweaking the event so that it appeals to more people, and it's sort of a point of pride, I think, for the entire state of Maine. And that's why we choose beneficiaries who have statewide appeal and provide opportunities
Absolutely.
Yeah.
throughout the state.
It's amazing.
Jeff, you're up next.
Okay.
Do
Do you have
plans
Do you have any plans to expand the beach to Beacon?
Not really, because first and foremost, we take the runner's safety into consideration. And because the roads are narrow, it would be hard to get emergency vehicles in to help a fallen athlete if need be. So, unfortunately, we do have to limit the size.
Right.
And who knows if we will ever consider changing the venue, but
Ooh.
for right now, it is what it is, size-wise.
Yeah. Well, I think it's doing
Yes,
very
it's
well
doing quite
as
well.
it is. Your turn, Noel.
Yeah. What tips do you have for runners who are
Gearing up
gearing up for this year race?
The tips are, if you're running for the first time, don't think you can just show up and run 10K. I mean, I hope everybody has been training for the event. It's apt to be very hot and humid. It usually is. So hydration is very important before the race. Not going out real fast with the elite athletes. Just sort of, I always tell people it's easier to pass people than it is to be passed.
Right.
So start out gradually and then try to pass people as you move through the crowd of runners.
Yeah.
I'm usually about 7 or 8 minutes after the gun goes off to get to the starting line, so no worries there for me.
Yeah. I think you guys are up. Yeah. Your turn.
Strive is a
Past
past
beneficiary.
beneficiary for the race.
Why?
Why is it important to you to have it sponsor local charities?
Because I think it's important to give back to the local community, and I saw it early on when we used Shine the Light on Kids a lot as our adage or motto, that the children of this state are our most valuable resource, and it's only right to give them opportunities that they might not otherwise have to improve and enhance their lives.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it's made a lasting impact for us. We have another 25 runners running on behalf of Strive this year. So
Yeah.
I was going to ask you how many you had. That's great.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
we have a full field at the 25 running.
Yeah. It's really exciting. Noel, you got the last regular question.
What one thing that you wished people knew about your sport that they might not know?
Well, a lot of people like to look at race courses before they run them, and I actually don't, because what I don't know won't hurt me. But the runners peak to beacon should know about the last hill once you get into the fork.
Yeah.
And so they need to save something up for that. And I guess about the sport that people really probably don't understand is the lasting friendships that are made in the sport and the support that runners receive from their fellow runners when they're out there running.
I've definitely fell victim the first time to getting to Fort Williams and thinking I was all done, and then there's still quite a bit to go, including a big hill and when you run around the turn into the park.
Yeah, good tip. So those were all of the interview questions we have, and now it's time for our
Lightning round.
Lightning round.
So these are like this or that type questions and a little bit quicker, and then we promise we'll let you go. So I think Jeff has the first one.
Winning?
Running?
No, winning.
Oh, winning?
Boston.
Winning the Boston or
Winning.
winning
Chicago.
Chicago?
Which meant more to me, winning Chicago or winning Boston?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Boston, because it's in my backyard, but I love the people in Chicago.
Yeah. Good one. Jeff?
Noel.
Noel.
Running or skiing?
Running or skiing?
Oh, that's a really tough one. That's a really tough one. Alpine skiing used to be my favorite sport until I broke my leg. Then I discovered running, but I've also discovered Nordic skiing.
Ooh.
And on a winter weekend, I will do all three in one day.
Ooh.
So it's hard to say. I have to fail on this question. I can't.
Yeah, that's okay.
Fair enough. This is a tricky one for you too, I think. Jeff?
Freeport or Cape Elizabeth?
Freeport or Cape Elizabeth?
Oh my God. Home is always where the heart is, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I feel like people have adopted me here in Freeport, and our children grew up here. So, again, I did okay with the regular interviews, but I had a feeling in the life.
That's okay.
Okay.
Here's
Yeah.
a silly one. Beach?
Beach or it's a beacon.
Or beacon. Beach or beacon?
Beach or Beacon,
Yeah.
which is my favorite venue.
Yeah. You had to choose between the beach or the beacon.
I'll say the Beacon because I have to watch my exposure to the sun, so I'll say Beacon.
Yeah. That's a good one. Jeff?
Running or organizing?
Organizing the race
Or organizing the race or
running in the
or,
race?
or running in the race?
I would say running in the race is a lot easier than working with the organization. But
Wow.
I tell you, we have a great organization, so they make it fun.
That's good.
I'm really letting you guys down. Sorry.
No, this is good.
Perfect. Here you go, Noel.
Starting a marathon or finishing a marathon.
Finishing a marathon.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
But you have to run to finish, so you
That's
can't
right.
have one without the other.
Yeah. Tricky.
Where is your favorite place to go on vacation?
My favorite place to go on vacation. I would say, I don't really take a lot of vacations, but I would say Sugarloaf or an island in Casco Bay.
Ooh. Those are good
When you're on vacation, do you still run?
Yeah.
Yes. Noel? Favorite?
Favorite?
So I think for us this year is probably going to be going to Berlin to run the Berlin Marathon on our 35th wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Favorite pre-race
Meal.
meal?
Do you have a go-to pre-race meal?
Fish and pasta.
Ooh.
Good now. Jeff? The hardest?
Hardest race you
Ever run?
ever run?
The New York City Marathon.
That's the hardest.
Yeah.
Is there, is the course the hardest in particular? Or is there some other element that makes it hard?
The course, it's, a lot of infrastructure, and the logistics are not the best. I mean, the New York City Marathon's great, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just, for me, mentally, it's a hard race.
Wow. Good to know. Have to skip that one next year. No?
Yeah.
Best
Best advice
you've
ever been given.
The best advice you've ever been given?
Related to running,
Sure.
Yeah, or in life.
patience is a virtue. Patience, having patience.
Yeah. That's a great set of advice.
And Jeff, you got the last lightning
word.
round. The funniest.
Funniest thing you seen in a race?
I need a little help with that. The biggest what?
The funniest thing you've seen in a race. Anything stand out as particularly funny?
I would say the costumes in the Examiner Beta Breakers race in San Francisco.
Oh.
It's more of a spectacle than a road race.
I was gonna say, I told these guys I don't like it when the guy in the lighthouse costume passes me at your race. So,
Yeah, oh, I don't think he's there anymore because it was a little bit of an impediment for people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
She'll not be this year.
It was cute, but it, didn't belong in the race
Yeah.
that people are really trying to run their hearts out in.
Agreed.
Yeah, agreed. Awesome.
Well, I think that's the end of the gauntlet. Is there anything else that you'd like to promote, or?
No, but the questions were really well thought out, and thank you. And we're thrilled that you're one of our beneficiaries, and I'm delighted to hear that you've exhausted your 25 entries.
Yes.
That's really great.
Awesome.
Well, thanks so much for doing that and letting us continue to be to benefit from the race and for all you do for the running community and for our state. So, and thanks for joining us on this podcast.
Thank you, and please introduce yourselves or come see me when I'm there on race day.
Will do.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Stay safe in the heat.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you, too.
All right,
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll be right back.
What? Thank you,
And
goodbye.
and we'll be.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
This episode of the Thrivecast is brought to you by Block Brothers Custom Cabinets. Block Brothers Custom Cabinets, made fine kitchens and interiors. Block Brothers Custom Cabinets is proud to support Maine's Down syndrome community. You can find them online at blockbrotherscabinets.com.
Blockbrotherscabinets.com.
Thank
you, Block Brothers.
Thank you, Block Brothers. Thank you, Block
Thank
Brothers.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're back and it's time for the
Question of the week, the question of the week. If you had a melody with a dog and a cuckoo.
Dog and a cuckoo. All right. Question of the week.
question
Ready
of the
for
week.
it?
Are you ready? Drum roll for the question of the week. The question of the week this week is
Okay, so
Pete.
Joan Benoit won the first ever gold medal in women's marathon. And in 2020, there's going to be at least five new Olympic sports: baseball, softball, skateboarding, sports climbing, and surfing.
Wow.
So those are cool. I think they're even talking about breakdancing. I legitimately heard that. So you guys might have a shot.
Yeah.
But what do you think would make a good Olympic sport?
Ooh.
I know.
Go for it.
Let's hear it.
Bobsledding.
Bobsledding, I think, already is.
Yeah, so we want to
Olympic
add
sport.
sports that aren't in the Olympics yet.
Oh, like the luge.
So that's already in the Olympics. I think an Olympic sport, a new one.
Snowshoeing?
So we want to pick a new one. to
Snowshoeing
add.
would be a good one if it's
Yeah.
not in there already.
I think they should add Foursquare to the Summer Olympics.
Ice fishing.
Ice
Ice
fishing.
fishing is a good one. Good
What
choice.
about you? Got any other ideas? Ice fishing? It would be
I-
the
I-
winter Olympic
Yeah.
event,
Or deep sea fishing in the summer.
How about fly fishing?
but fly fishing? That could be a summer sport. Yeah.
Like fly fishing.
Yeah.
It's where you fly in the sky and you catch fish.
Fly
Wow.
in the
So
sky.
fishing from like an airplane or a helicopter?
Jump out of the plane.
Good one.
Like wrestle a fish?
No.
No, that's too much.
Good choices.
What about if you call for a fish?
What about
Hey, fishy, fishy, fishy.
So that'll be a new Olympic sport. It'll be called singing to the fish.
Lullaby.
What else? We got some good main things that should be sports. What do you?
Yeah.
Oh, like ultimate frisbee.
Ultimate frisbee could
Ultimate
be
frisbee.
one.
Yeah.
I was thinking like lumberjacking or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lumberjacking.
Good
And
one.
the jumping car.
How about wrestling with a bear?
Wrestling with a bear in the
bear
Olympics.
wrestling.
How is
Gator
it gonna be
No.
safe?
That's a good question. What about those ones you see on
Because
TV?
I didn't win the election in the past.
Because it wasn't safe.
I see.
Bear wrestling
Got
didn't
it.
make the cut, probably.
Yeah, bear wrestling.
What about some of the extreme eating things, like you see?
Ooh, like a hot dog eating
Yeah.
contest?
Oh God, I can't do that.
Ugh, I can't do that either. What about those ones you see on TV where the really big guys pull trucks and stuff?
World's Strongest Man.
Yeah, that's fun.
Or woman.
Or woman.
But
What about
yeah.
the show, the Ninja Warrior?
American
Oh,
Ninja
there you go,
Warrior.
good.
Like Derek Campbell, our former guest
Yeah.
who does ninja
And
training.
he, was that the one who knows Jason David Frank?
Who's Jason David Flynn?
The original Green Ranger?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
We did talk about the
I
original.
forgot
Green
about that.
Ranger. Wow, well, that's a pretty good list.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to
Great
send them into the
choices,
IOC.
Kickboxing.
guys. Kickboxing would be a good one. I think they got
Nosediving.
not into the Olympics, but they do have floor hockey world games, so maybe they could add that to them.
Well, foosball.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Oh,
Ping pong.
oh,
That's already in it.
Oh, and nose diving.
Nose diving.
Synchronized swimming.
Deep sea
That's in
diving.
it, yeah. Deep sea diving.
Oh, how about peak diving?
How about poker?
That should be in it.
World Series of Poker.
Takes a lot of skill.
About peak diving.
Not a sport.
Makes
Poker.
a game. Is golf in the Olympics? No.
I don't know. I think it might be. We need like a fact checker for our
Yeah,
show.
we do.
Checkers.
Call us out on any of
Checkers.
these mistakes.
Yeah.
Send us an email. Strivecast.
Checkers is a good one.
PSLstrive.org.
That'd be so
Oh,
boring.
how
to watch
about
on TV.
arm wrestling?
Arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling.
Good
or
one.
slap boxing.
Yeah, you know.
Their boxing is in the Olympics.
Yeah. That's awesome.
About
All
like.
right, that's a pretty good list, you guys.
Yeah.
Still going here.
How about like slapping faces?
No.
Shouldn't have
How about
said
not?
that. Just a joke. All right. Great list. Great question of the week. We'll be right back.
The episode is brought to you by Black Brothers Custom Cabinets.
You can find them online at Block Brothers Cabinets.com.
BlackBrothersCabinets.com.
And we had a chance to look at blackbrotherscabinets.com, and it is a beautiful website, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
We looked at all the different kitchens that they've done and different interior designs that they've made for people. And doesn't the stuff they've made look really good?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, and those faucets. Ooh.
Oh, those faucets!
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Those
those-
cabinets.
I don't think they make the faucets, but they
in the
make
pictures,
the cabinets.
they look
and-
great.
Yeah, those handy faucets.
Yeah,
Yeah. and cabinets.
and lots of other furniture.
And lots of other things that they make.
Yeah, you know, like lights and furniture and.
Yeah,
You'll have to
mostly
check their
it's
website to find
all
out.
the things made out of wood.
Yeah.
It's a really great website.
It really is beautiful. It's a really well-designed website for
How
a
about
great
a-
business.
How about a wood TV?
How about a World TV?
No, wood.
Wood TV. Wood TV. I don't
Maybe
know.
a TV stand, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
So thanks again to Black Brothers Custom Cabinets, and you can find them at blackbrotherscabinets.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're back, and it's time for.
Yakking with you.
Yaki with you.
What's the Yakin' With You song?
Yaki yak.
Oh,
Okay, that was a little dance that went
Oh,
along with
yak,
that.
yak, don't talk back.
Yakety yak, don't talk back. Yakin' with you.
But we do want you to talk back.
Talk back. Yakety yak, please talk back. Please talk back.
All right, you want to hit him with a question this week?
Absolutely.
Oh yes.
The Yakking With You question is, would you, Jeff, and would you, Noel, go 3 months, 3 whole months, without showering, brushing your teeth, or wearing deodorant to win $35,000?
Whoa.
I say, do you run?
But if you have to go without all 3.
Oh great. Can't pick one.
I know, that's what I said too.
Well,
We have
maybe
to
we
go
take it as 2. Okay, let's do it like that.
Yeah.
If you could do one of those, You could go without showering, you could go without deodorant, or you could go without brushing your teeth. For
Yeah.
35,000. Which one would you try to go without?
I think two.
Which two?
Not brushing your teeth and no deodorant.
I think if you use enough deodorant, maybe you don't have to shower.
Yeah,
so.
see, I was
Like you
looking
pick
for
showers.
Don't
that.
try this at home.
Yeah, but then your hair would get all greasy and nasty.
True. Well, it didn't say you couldn't wash your hair. You said you couldn't do it in the shower.
Yeah, I guess you can run under the sink.
But what about if you put body spray on you?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah, that's,
So
For
I guess
3
if
months,
it's
though?
one, I would do it for 35,000.
Yeah,
If
I think
no.
so.
I'm gonna try just a little bit of deodorant.
I think I would.
So you'd stay with deodorant, but no showering, no brushing your teeth.
But your teeth can get really
without
messed up.
deodorant, but I always shower.
Oh, you'd go without deodorant, but you'd shower and
brush
your
your
teeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'd do that too.
All right. I'll just to be contrarian. I'll go with no shower.
No showers for life. Okay.
Not for
nice.
life, for 3
Yeah,
months.
yeah, 3
Okay,
months.
but what if you had to do all three? Would you do it?
Would you do it? Get rid of all 3 of those things? No.
Noel's a no,
No.
shaking his head no.
no.
Jeff's a no.
You guys want to stay?
35 grand? I might do it.
I would think about it.
35 grand?
I don't think I could, but
Oh,
What
come
about the
on.
ice bucket challenge?
Yeah, maybe I'd do that.
That's coming up soon.
Yeah, I mean, you could just maybe
you could do it anytime.
we go without brushing your teeth, but you could use like mouthwash or
a
something.
Q-pip and hummus.
I think I'm in. 35 grand.
Yeah,
Sign me up.
sign me up. I'll figure out alternative methods.
But how about this? Now you can't tell anybody about what you're doing.
so you
You
just
have
kind
to
of
do
look
it.
gross.
You have to do it for 35,000. But you can't. You have to go 3 months, but you can't tell anybody that you're trying this challenge.
So you just kind of have to look nasty and kind of probably smell gross, but you can't tell anybody why. Would you do it?
No.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, they wouldn't do it even if you could. So
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Pete. You can do it.
Oh, how about do it without sleeping for a year?
You think you could go without sleeping for a year?
No, I can't.
No. Why not?
We can stay up late until funny stories and jokes and poke ourselves and try to how to we can stay up late 10 minutes.
For how you're gonna do that for a year?
And in the morning we can make waffles.
In the morning, I'm making waffles. What movie is that from?
Check.
Nailed it. I don't think you could do that for a straight year, though.
Or we can stay up for the whole day without sleeping for a fundraiser for people who do not do well sleeping. And
How thoughtful of you.
we already do a fundraiser where we stay up all night.
Yeah.
but not dancing.
Oh, Strive Rocks.
But
Shout
like
out.
just standing
2020?
up and playing games and doing other things, how to not to sleep.
Well,
Interesting.
that would be a
I sleep fast.
A sleep fast.
sleep
That's
fest.
basically just
I think we
Strive
should do the
Rocks.
other way around where we just sleep.
Yeah, that would be great. I would love to do a fundraiser where we sleep instead of stay up. See how long we can sleep for.
It's the weekend after Strive Rocks.
Perfect. Good ideas, Noel.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we sort of got off topic from yakking with you, but that's okay. Anything else you want to say about showering, brushing teeth, and deodorant, Jeff?
Mr. Creator.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's your
yeah.
segment.
I was just thinking about always lick your pits. Instead of doing
Okay.
I don't think I could.
Lick you.
Why would you say that?
That's a little strange.
no, it's not.
Well,
Okay, this has
it's
been a
been
great...
real having a sponsor.
Yeah, there they go. All right, that's been a great yakking with you. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, and it's time to wrap.
Wrap. When you go up to the if you come down, just stay middle and you're maintaining your.
Okay, what a song today. Thank you, gentlemen. That was interesting. It is time to wrap up episode 42. Thank you so much to Joan Benoit-Samuelson for joining us
Yeah,
on
that
the
was great.
Stridecast. What an awesome interview. Well, it was a big guest, right, guys?
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good.
It was really good.
We had beautiful sandwiches.
Okay. Thank you so much again to our first sponsor, Block Brothers Custom Cabinets. Thank you so much for sponsoring the
Hope they're still with us after the
after
licking our pits incident.
Pete, want to shout out their website one more time?
Yes, it's blockbrotherscabinets.com.
Yeah.
Check it out. Great site.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
Great business. So thanks so much to them.
We're so excited they're on board.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Pete, who's joining us next week on the show?
Next week is the Greater Portland Council of Governments.
That's right.
Should be an interesting show, talking about what they do, and they're doing some advocacy efforts
Are
coming
they
up.
going to be here?
They are
Yeah,
going
they're
to be
coming in person.
the studio.
Yeah.
So we've got lots of guests lined up. So
Lots of guests to see or lots of guests to on the phone?
Both.
both. And if you know somebody you'd like to have as a guest on the Strivecast, you can send it our way at strivecast@pslstrive.org.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if we do it on the phone, we don't need to be depressed about it because that's what we do for us.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. It's
In person on the
in
phone,
person on the
you
phone,
name it.
we'll take it, right?
And if you've missed any of the episodes, if you're a new listener, first of all, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
You can check out all the past episodes at our page on the website at pslstrive.org/strivecast.
Or on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, all of the previous episodes.
We did
are
get
listed.
one.
Oh, we got a new review. That's
this
right.
week,
From
so
our challenge last
Thank you
week.
very much for that.
Pete's pulling it
I'm gonna
up.
pull it up right now.
It was a
here
good
on
one.
my phone.
We told you guys no
Strivecast.
bad reviews, right?
Yeah, it was from KEMC3. 5-star review. Thank you very much. Subject is the best. Jeff, Noel, and the team are so thoughtful with their interviews and make them so fun and enjoyable. Thank you for such great work and inspiring others. Boom.
Thank you to KEM. Really, so little Strivecast secret. We know some of the other people who wrote the reviews, but we don't know who that is.
We don't know
truly,
KEMC3.
it wasn't one of us.
Thank
so
you.
Thank you very much for writing a review. We appreciate it. And if you're listening right now, the challenge is still on. Please leave us a rating and write us a little review on iTunes or the other apps where you listen to podcasts. Or if you're listening to us on Facebook, just write us a comment and tell us where you're listening from. We want to see who's listening to our show and where you are, and sort of builds a little Strivecast community, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our listenership is really going up.
It is. It's
and
really cool.
Due to listeners like you, which we don't have that segment today.
That's right, because we have a real sponsor. So, but it's always brought to you by listeners like you. So thanks for tuning in, as always.
Jeff, any parting comments?
No, we are good.
We are good.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to anybody whose birthday it is. As always, happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay. Well, I think that's all we have for today. Thank you.
I love
Thank
you.
you.
Love
We
you. La, la, la,
He said I love you.
Almost forgot to thank Ryan.
Ryan, our engineer, who's back. Yay! Thank God. That was a lot of work.
So our
without
vacation
him.
season continues, however, and Susie and Whitney are out of it.
Both
Whitney's
out.
on assignment.
Yeah.
Susie's on vacation.
Correct.
Yeah, but
She's
when
on
she
vacation.
comes back, we know what she is not going to do with last time when Whitney was here.
We'll find out.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Well,
Tune in next week. to
thank
find
you
out.
to everybody, and we'll
Thank
see
you.
you next week.
That's-
Goodbye.
All right.
Bye. Thank you.